One player I did actually kind of want to focus in on was actually Jamal Musiala, because if we talked after Florian Wirtz picked up his injury for Leverkusen, and we said, well, just prior to that, he was really beginning to look quite tired. He was looking jaded. His output for Leverkusen had certainly dropped off. And it was partly to play for Leverkusen really dropping points because they were so reliant on him to be the difference maker. I do kind of wonder if we're maybe getting into a similar situation with Musiala with Bayern Munich. He's only got 2 goals and 1 assist in 10 league games in 2025 so far. And the interesting thing is, if you kind of take a look at his underlying stats, I was looking just a moment ago there, if you look at his non-penalty goals and assists this season, he's equal with Kingsley Coman in the Bundesliga. He's got less than Olise, he's got less than Serge Gnabry, he's got less than Leroy Sané, and far less than Harry Kane. But even if you look at his key passes, he's got 37 in the Bundesliga so far. Michael Olise's got 58. Harry Kane has 65. So he's got about half as many key passes, which surpass at least a shot as Harry Kane does this season. And he is kind of dropping off, I would say. 2 seasons ago, he was averaging 0.9 non-penalty goals and assists in the Bundesliga. Last season it was 0.77. This season is 0.7. So he's gone from 0.9 to 0.77 to 0.7. So it is dropping, and that could just be a case of him, struggling for fitness, struggling for match sharpness, maybe struggling in the system. But this interesting thing that I think is even worth highlighting here is that if you look at his goals per 90, they haven't really changed. This season is 0.59, which is actually an improvement on last season's 0.51, which is a slight improvement on the season before, 0.49, and before that was 0.31. So that's kind of gradually going up. But if you look at his assists over the last 3 seasons, it's 0.41 to 0.26 to 0.11 this season. So he's creating about a quarter as many assists per game as he was 2 seasons ago. And he played in this game, didn't create an assist, didn't create a goal, wasn't his finest performance by any means. And that might, I'm not saying Musiala's at fault for these last 2 results, because he certainly isn't, and he didn't even start against Bochum. So I really want to make that clear. I don't think he's the problem here. But like Florian Wirtz, who Leverkusen were over-reliant on, he's beginning to look a little tired, and his form has really dropped off recently. And I think that's just maybe just worth bearing in mind. I think